Hi, Jeff Young here with SpeedTechRC.com. Today we're at round 3 of the Ultimate F1 series out of the Tamiya Raceway out in Alicia. F1 is one of the fastest growing on-road segments right now, and so today we're going to try to get our hands around it and explain the different cars out there, the different conversion kits, talk about the race format that we have out here, and let's just and we'll also get some race footage. Hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks.
Okay guys, what we have here is the HKS conversion for the 3 Racing FGX. You can see it converts the upper and lower deck to both carbon fiber. It maintains the rear end of the FGX, which is full independent rear suspension, along with its unique gearbox. The front end is actually the F104 front end, which will benefit this car a lot. It definitely strengthens it, and it also takes out a lot of the slop that you get with a box stock FGX. Now the production model allows you to use either the FGX upper deck, which will obviously also with the FGX front end, or it allows you to use the Tamiya front end. And most guys do opt for the Tamiya front end. Alright guys, I'm here with Team Lotus with Tony Phelan from RC Driver, as well as Mike Kennedy, making the trip all the way from Las Vegas. Also sponsored by R Sector, I believe though. Okay.
Yeah, just throw them out there, it's all good. F1 Paint Labs.
F1 Paint Labs, throw out a few more names. Thunder Power, there you go.
Power.
Now you guys as a team, as of right now, are tied for first place.
Yes.
Any strategies you guys are going to throw out there in this last A3?
I believe with a 17-2.
Ruin the other team. Pray that they don't make as many laps. We're feeding them lots of sugar, so maybe they'll be hyped up and not not drive well.
And Tony Phelan, you're also the leader, the points leader. Do you feeling any stress to maintain points?
Really with
he's very stressed.
Yes. Not really with a vacation. Not really with the way the point system is. Because you don't have to win. You just have to stay on the same lap as the fastest car. But since Rick is on his own planet and he's not really in contention for the win, I don't really need to stay on that lap. So if I can finish second or third with a good amount of laps, then
Right. There's also nowadays there's a lot of new F1 guys coming into the sport, into this class. Any driving tips for these new guys? It definitely drives different from a 4-wheel drive sedan. So what's your best tip on how to drive one of these rear-wheel drive cars?
Maybe just take your time. Take time, figure out the course. On the layout. I don't know.
Throttle control.
Roger Leonard with a 16-4.
Four-wheel drive cars, especially when the temperature changes and the surfaces change, you really need to have good throttle control or understand your radio and your speaking to be able to set it.
We got 3 minutes to go.
To make up for a certain throttle control.
There you go, throttle control. All right, we're with the leaders here, Team Lotus. Tony Phelan, thank you very much. Mike Kennedy, thank you very much.
Number 23.
Okay, guys, right now we have the Rapid conversion by Roker Racing. This company is out of Hong Kong, and it converts your stock F104. It gives you a new rear end, which basically has a different type of pod. Kind of hard to explain, but the rear no longer uses the little springs like on the F1R. It uses a plate that's FRP. That acts as a spring. They have different sizes to give it a different feel. It also gives you the rear bulkhead pieces. And the rest of the kit maintains the stock 104. Right now, this conversion looks like it's the fastest one on the track. Tony Tam is piloting it at the round 3 of the UF1 series, and he has taken 2 second places right behind Rick Howard, so that's nothing to be ashamed of. This conversion is also available at SpeedTechRC.com. All right, I'm here with Team Repsol of the UF1 series. You guys are now officially in first place, is that correct?
I think unofficially.
Unofficial, okay. Yeah, that's true, unofficially.
To make it official.
Any stress now to maintain the points lead?
Our game is just put in laps.
Put in laps, and any team strategies to keep Team Lotus down?
Maybe we'll send Mike Kennedy I don't know, beautiful woman, but I think he's married, so I don't think his wife will take that. Sorry, Mike.
We'll send them for coffee before the race, right?
Send them for coffee, that'll be good. Yeah. No, they're going to be tough to beat, so yeah.
That's cool to see you guys. Cool to see you guys atop the heat, and HRT is not too far behind you guys, so be careful. All right.
Well, before the last race, you guys were 10 behind.
Now we're probably 30 behind. But also, we're also here with Fred from Tamiya. Fred, can you talk about the new F104 V2?
Yeah, the new 104 V2 is basically, as the name implies, version 2 of what we currently have. And the main difference that you're going to notice is the rear pod is very reminiscent, or it's exactly the one from the RM1, which is our 12 scale hand car. The rear end uses the same aluminum pod that's available to hop up for the RM1. It uses a similar pitch and roll damper system. Actually, the roll damper and the pitch damper are exactly the same as the RM1. So that should give you more traction, and at the same time, from what the designers tell me in Japan, will give you more steering. So overall, you're going to gain traction and steering with the new version 2, which will be good. It's a good possibility. Right now we're using shorty packs with the version 1 to get more steering by moving the battery forward, putting the speed control in the back. It's quite possible with the new car, you may be able to run your normal packs and achieve the same steering and traction balance. We don't know yet. We should have the first versions to test hopefully by the first week. So the front end is exactly the same though. Exactly the same front end as the current version. It's the rear end. It's going to come with a carbon chassis. Be able to take your battery in. It has a new diff. It uses the same rings as the TRF-417. So you won't be using those match rings that have been coming with the car since the F102. So they are using new rings.
Very cool. And you have an ETA? You said June is when the prototypes will be out? And
I should have my pre-production samples beginning of June. I believe they go in sale in Japan and shortly here by mid to late June.
Mid to late June,
Yeah.
All right. We'll have some pre-orders up on speedtechrc.com.
Yeah.
Fred, thanks for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Woo woo! Now we have a couple of conversions from Exotech Racing. Right now we're showing the FGX conversion, again from Exotech Racing. It converts it to a dual carbon fiber upper and lower deck, giving it a lot more strength, and again taking away slop and all kinds of slop basically. The front end you can see is their new adjustable camber and caster arms. If you've ever broken off your wing on the FGX, this eliminates that issue. Very nice. It definitely converts it into a high-end looking F1 car. These guys are available right now at speedtechrc.com. And secondly, we have the F1R conversion for the Tamiya F104. Very slick. The arms just came out. They're sold separately from the F1R conversion. These arms allow the F104 to have adjustable caster and camber through the use of turnbuckles. A reinforced nose piece. If you've ever taken a front end collision, you know this piece always comes loose. The F1R conversion, you can see, acts and reacts like a modern day pan car. It's got the side spring. A very nice conversion. And the F1R is also available at speedtechrc.com. Alright, I'm here with the man they call CUDA, Craig Hammond. Craig Hammond, you're one of the leaders in the point series right now, and you have beaten a who's who of F1 racers that include, yes, it's been a good year for you. You've beaten Joel Johnson, you've beaten Dave John, Fred Medell. There's a lot of newcomers in F1 right now. What driving tip could you give these newcomers?
What tips would I give?
Yeah, what driving tips could you give them?
Get the right tires. Try to build a monkey car. A car that works so good that a monkey can drive it.
Jason Hung back in second.
And shop at Speed Tech. They got all your stuff.
Good man. Now you drive both a 104 and the FGX.
Yes.
Which car do you prefer?
So far, I prefer the 104 with the FGX is coming around.
Okay. And it's the 104 that's kind of put you in the leaderboards.
Yeah, the 104 has been solid for me in several races, especially in this track.
Okay. And you are one half of Team Caterham.
Yes.
And from what I understand, after today, you guys will move into third place.
Hopefully, assuming we can place well in this next race.
How does it feel that your partner is finally pulling his weight?
You might want to ask him. He's right here. That's a funniest part of the interview, huh?
Mark is chipping away at my lead. I can't laugh too much. Mark is a good driver.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Kuda.
His car is finally doing what he's telling him to do. That makes all the difference in the world.
Thank you, Kuda, and good luck in the rest of the series.
Thank you, sir. You too.
All right, guys, in addition to all those conversion kits, we also have homemade kits. Right here we have Mark Barden's homemade all-independent suspension car. You can see it's got front end shocks as well as rear end shocks. Mark, what inspired you to do this?
Got the car because it's different than a straight axle car, independent rear suspension. I decided to make it a full F1 car and have inboard shocks on the front.
And do you feel that gives you the advantage right now, and as far as performance goes?
Yes, it's helped me out. My driving ain't the greatest, but the way the car drives, it's mostly on throttle through the corners, articulates very well, rolls through bumps really nice. The suspension in it is working really well.
Very cool. You gonna customize these and sell them on RC Tech at all, or Craigslist?
I've had thoughts of doing that, and if there's enough interest, I'll go ahead and do it.
Take your design and sell it to Exotech and go ahead and make your millions. Thanks, Mark.
If Mike will go for it.
Thanks, Mark. Thanks for spending a few minutes with us. Remember, all these products are available at speedtechrc.com. My name is Jeff Young, and we'll see you soon. By the way, there's the godfather of F1 right there. He doesn't do interviews, he just watches.
Coming up at the 5-minute mark.